Got that shit on my phone.
What up? What up? Welcome to the ROK Boyz Presents Truth Hurts podcast. This is our text thread come to life where we come in and talk about our feelings, little therapy session, our point of view on the state of the world, and topics that caught our eye during the week. As always, we have Kev Slev,
What's good, my people?
Ill Will,
What it do, baby?
and I am CT. And together we are the ROK
The ROK
Boyz.
Boyz.
We're gonna take you through our thoughts as we pour up. What's up, fellas? What y'all sipping on, man? I got the twisted tea today, keeping it light. What you got over there, Kev? Four roses. All right, all right. Look at you. Made me switch my hat up, drinking the same shit.
Y'all playing that shit.
Right. I'm like, what is he doing?
Nah, it's like I got some vodka and Gatorade. That can't empty. That was the pre-joint.
Oh man, it's been a minute. It feel like when the last time we got on? Like 2 weeks, 3 weeks ago.
2-3 weeks, yeah,
man. It's been a lot happening. But you know what we gonna get on? Let's get right into it. Let's talk about BG. Who wanna set this one? Britney Griner.
I'm gonna set it real quick. So, Britney Griner, she is a famous WNBA basketball player, part of the LGBTQ community. Has nothing to do with anything, but it does at the same point, right? And then so she plays in the WNBA, and then in the offseason of the WNBA, she plays in Russia. She goes to Russia. She's trying to leave Russia. After the season over, she get caught with I will say weed derivatives in her carry-on
vape
luggage.
Pen.
Yeah, vape pen, carry-on luggage, all that stuff. So she gets detained. They arrest her. They put her in jail. Go through the whole Russian legal process, and she gets 10 years. So now, here's the kicker. Though. Everybody is like free BG. She plead guilty, hoping for a lesser sentence. She get 10 years, free BG. And then the president of the United States and his administration, including the vice president, Kamala Harris, was like, all right, we need to do something. And they swap. Prison swap for BG amidst
which is normal.
Which is normal. But they swap. Y'all ever seen the movie called Lord of War with Russell Cage?
Nah.
It was a movie basically loosely based off of what we swapped for. We swapped for the most notorious gun trader in the history of the world for Britney Griner to come home.
Of the world, huh?
No, not of the world.
Top flight.
Top flight security of the world, Craig. Trying to tell you, man. So, I mean, I get it, but I just want to put the facts out there. We got WNBA star. We got world notorious warlord, crime criminal, greatest gun trader of the world. This dude was so nasty with it, right? He making money. So nasty with it. He's selling guns to both sides of the people on the wars. So nasty with it. I mean, I can't condone it, but it's nasty though. But and I feel like Dr. Umar right now. But I'm gonna digress.
But from what you at least how you setting it up, what you expect? I mean, what you expect them to swap with another, like a Russian basketball player? Like what they supposed to do? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like no matter who they would have swapped with, it wouldn't have been even because she was, I don't even like saying wrongfully detained, but
She wasn't though.
right. But you know what I'm saying? Like if she did what she did here, she wouldn't have been sentenced to the same.
But it
So
ain't here though.
right, I'm with you. I'm with you on that. But how could it have been even? You know what I'm saying? Because the way you set it up is like, you know what I mean? The trade, and what I'm seeing is everybody like, we lost out on the trade. You know what I'm saying? Which is probably true, but I mean, a person for a person, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You gotta get what you can get.
All right, cool. You say a person for a person. This is with your exact words.
Yeah.
Person for a person. So you, as Dr. Umar said, this was a win for 2024 election. I can't say it was equal status. And my heart goes out to her family. You don't know nothing about anything like, you know what I mean? But bro,
happy to see her home, regardless. Right?
Yeah, happy to see her home, regardless. Happy to see her home. But I've looked at comments from African Americans, from Caucasians, from Indians that are American, and they're looking at the political stuff. And I've looked at security reports from people, former CIA agents, all that other type of stuff, and it just made us look weak. It made us look weak as a nation because we traded in essentially the world's mind, right? We traded a celebrity for a known war criminal because of pressure of the American people.
It's a new world. You know, normally, you know, money rule the world, right?
Yeah.
And normally, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think the argument was like, if it was LeBron or if it was Kevin Hart or if it was, you know, somebody, basically what they was trying to say at first was if it was a dude, you know, somebody from the NBA, they wouldn't even been over there that long. You know what I'm saying? I think she spent like 10 months over there. But this proves that it's more than money now. Like it's social media. You know what I'm saying? Like social media went on a tear. Like, you know what I mean? Everybody, you know, kept saying her name. Everybody talking about her. And they put that pressure on, you know what I'm saying, the government.
And they talked about her like she
made her more, you know what I'm saying, of a priority than dang, what's the one dude? He been over there for 4 years.
Phil Matheson, Phil Heathen.
Yeah, and he was like a former Marine.
Yeah, his story is he's a former Marine. He worked for a company, and they thought he was guilty of espionage, but he was really over there. I mean, it looks kind of crazy. I wouldn't be surprised to see if he was really guilty of espionage because the dude went on vacation to Russia by himself, right?
Yeah.
And he worked for like contracting, a defense contracting gig, and was a former Marine and all that other type of stuff. So I wouldn't be surprised if the dude was really working in covert operations. I wouldn't be surprised. But he got sentenced to 16 for espionage. She got sentenced to 10 for something that, used the military term when it comes to discharge boards, more than likely occurred.
Yeah.
Right? And but what we gave up while these dudes is in a war, we gave up the number one gun trader to help fuel the war in fucking Ukraine. Like, you tell me this dude, you tell like, I read a report today. These dudes over here using ammunition from 60 years ago or whatever against Ukraine. And by all accounts, like, it's like 50-50 in the war. Now you get your main source who got all the connects, who can get all the shit from everywhere in the world and put weapons in their hands. We traded them for a celebrity.
That's tough, man. What you got to say, Kev?
And to be honest, I don't want to say much because no, it's just I just keep getting logged out because blocking you from recording. So basically technical difficulties over here.
Yeah.
But I mean, I really didn't hear what y'all had to say, but I say this: damn if you do, damn if you don't. Somebody is always gonna have something to say, something critical to say. Well, you should have did this, or I would have did this, or I would have did that. You can't please everybody, but I think I heard y'all say, yeah, I'm happy that she's home, but yeah, the swap, obviously it wasn't fair. You gave up a crime lord, war criminal, because of in favor of somebody.
Nigga was struggling to get that shit out, huh?
Yeah. But yeah, you swap her with a basketball player who got caught with some weed shit,
Yeah.
and you know the price when you're over there. So, but when you get pressure from the black community to do something, her wife go on this press tour, talk about I haven't heard from the president and this and that, you feel that heat, you feel that pressure that you got to do something. And yeah, unfortunate,
I just think if say they would have got old boy out, right? Because first of all, like when you're looking at it, like they ain't playing, you know what I'm saying, against somebody who playing with it ain't no rules. Like, you know what I mean? Old boy over there, he playing by his own rules. You know what I'm saying? So it's like for them to get her is a big deal, period. But say we'd have got old boy out, the Marine, we'd have been on the show talking about, oh, what about Britney? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's
a lose-lose.
Yeah, it's just like what you said, Kev. It's like, yeah, you damn if you do, you damn if you don't. So I don't know, man. It's unfortunate that it's still people over there, and there's more people than just oh boy, like you know what I'm saying. They got Americans over there, but you know what I'm saying. Ain't nobody talking about them either. You know what I mean? It's just it is what it is. You don't go over there. If you on somebody else's soil, you gotta play by their rules. I know damn sure they wasn't gonna try to get me out. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. We're gonna play them full 10, 16 years.
Yeah.
It's just like if y'all remember, and Trump had to do, I think he did some calling, I think.
Oh, I think I know you're talking about.
The UCLA basketball team got caught stealing some sunglasses. Yeah. And the middle child,
D'Angelo.
He was one. I think it was like 3 or 4 of them that got caught.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Trump had to make a call. I think that's what happened. Yeah, because he bragged about it. Like I
that
did
was in
this.
China though, right? Or
yeah, in China. Yeah. But it's just like Russia. China just like Russia.
Yeah.
So
North Korea more like Russia though.
All three, you know what you're getting into in those 3 countries.
Yeah.
So like, man, I ain't touching shit unless I'm buying it. I ain't picking up shit. Because you just paranoid because they looking for a reason,
right?
To get it to get American.
Yeah. That's but Americans as a people, we so. In general, I'm not saying everybody. I'm just saying in general, we are looked at as cocky, privileged, You know what I mean? And don't give a fuck about anything. I mean, I remember there was a story about the dude who went on a tour trip to North Korea. Why people want to go to North Korea is beyond me. You know what this dude did? He took like a exit sign, I guess, off he was drunk, took an exit sign. They had the footage, right? They had the footage in the hotel. He took an exit sign off the wall or whatever. And he knew he was in a tour group and he knew he was being watched or whatever thing like that. He got drunk, took the sign off the wall. North Korea locked his ass up for that shit.
Yeah.
That shit ended up costing his life. We did another prison exchange to bring him home with North Korea, and they got his ass in a coma. And his family got to say goodbye, but he died 2 days later after being on American soil. Like he had to be ambulance. Like I don't understand it. Why the fuck are you gonna fuck up in a country that you know that we don't agree with, or why even go? You know what I mean? And so it's just sad, man. And everywhere ain't safe, and people just be trying to press the limits to overplay their hands, man.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking
especially to get that alcohol in them.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It was two Caucasian people from America, or I think they was from Britain or America. They was like, we want to bike the world. These niggas biked in a known war zone in Afghanistan and Iraq. Like, we want to believe in the goodness of people type shit. Like, no. Fucking Taliban or Al-Qaeda got them and beheaded their ass. Man. Just like, why, bro? I don't understand it. I don't understand it. Ain't no they on bicycles in a motherfucking desert in Afghanistan and Iraq, knowing it's a war going on. Yeah. Like, people just be making crazy shit. Bro.
Well, like I said, glad she back home. You know, hopefully we can get more people back home.
I think she leave it at that. Military reference. I think she stopped at Lackland. I think she had she got seen or
examined,
like examined, yeah, like for mental, her mental and physical well-being.
Yeah, I can't imagine, man. I can't imagine it, man. But speaking of, damn if you do, damn if you don't. Let's go to the Deion. Go ahead, set us up, Kev.
Well, pretty much, Deion took a job at a Pac-12 school. It's a step up, a big step up from Jackson State, and it's a lot of outcry because he's a sellout because he left a HBCU for a white school. But like I said before, damn if you do, damn if you don't. Somebody gonna be back. My only knock on his decision, I wanted him to stay a couple of more years at Jackson State. Yes, he got it. He got them that recognition, but I think another year or two would have really put the HBCUs over the top. But I expected him to leave, but like I said, I just wanted him to stay a couple more years.
You gotta strike when the fire hot.
That's true.
Undefeated.
Yeah. I think his 3 seasons, I think he lost a total of 5 games or some shit like that.
Yeah.
So I get it, and and he put a lot of money, his own money, into the facility. Really wasn't getting paid much. I think he struck a deal with Under Armour. So all those jerseys, I I heard him say like it was like Oregon. You know how Oregon got all them different types of jerseys and shit.
Yeah.
So that was them too. And then Deion had a partnership with American Airlines. So when they, it was on American Airlines compared to like getting a charter bus.
Yeah.
So he did some good. He put him on the map. He had college game day, which is big. So he did his job. But I think one thing that people don't like about it, like he preached, like when he first went to Jackson State, like this is his calling. Like he put a lot on it, like he was going to stay long, but that's my only little knock on him. But overall, I think it was a good decision.
The only thing like I hear is like the last point you made, like, because that's really my kind of knock on him too, is like, he was saying he was called to go there.
Yeah. All that.
Yeah, but I mean, people get called, and then who's to say, it wasn't just for a season, not a football season, but
hey, you better preach, baby, better preach.
You know what I mean? And then, who's to say?
God.
who's to say? He ain't called to go to Colorado. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's just like you said, the way that he was presenting it was kind of like, I'm gonna be here forever. Like, what I'm saying? It's about these kids. It's about, what I mean? And like they said, half of them, he wasn't there 4 years, so he didn't even get to see him graduate, or you know what I mean? So it's, I don't know, man. I don't blame him for leaving at all. You know what I mean? But and then one thing I don't like is, I think you even said it was like, he was gonna bring up HBCUs, but really he was just, all the attention was on Jackson State. Like I don't know if it really elevated HBCUs versus just Jackson State.
I think it did, because I think those other colleges got like TV, like they got put on TV, like ESPNU or two. So I think there's more HBCU televised games now compared to what it was like maybe 5 years ago, 10 years ago.
Yeah.
So and then you got cats. I know Eddie George, he's at Tennessee State, I believe. So I think once you start getting those names,
who Jackson at I think Jackson State, not
Grambling. Yeah,
he at Grambling.
But and Mike Zimmer, he was the Minnesota Vikings coach for a lot of years. He got fired last year, and then Deion picked him up for like a defensive advisor or some shit like that.
Oh, okay.
So, but I think, like I said, he helped them out, and I think when it comes to the draft, like they get that draft, what they call it, that draft combine invite where you can showcase your talents.
Yeah.
So I think he opened the door. So I can't fault him for like opening the door and flashing a light on HBCUs, because a lot of cats, I'll say this and then I'll be done, because a lot of cats don't really know what HBCUs are,
Yeah.
So I think
got the conversation going.
Yes.
What you got to say?
Listen, out some facts out there really fast.
Right.
Let me put some facts out here real quick. I saw a graphic that I really appreciated, so I had to pull it up. I was scrolling through my phone real quick to pull it up. Now let's talk about Deion to the HBCU. Economic impact: $30 million to the city of Jackson, Mississippi. $9 million for 2022 JSU homecoming. $9 million just on the homecoming. $4 million for Boombox Classic. the HBCU classics that they have. You know what I mean? 4 million. All right. Let's talk about recruiting. Number one recruiting class in HBCU history signed the first 5-star recruit to an HBCU in HBCU history, which is over 200 years strong, right? Most number of quality prospects to commit to HBCUs in history in 2021 put HBCUs on the map nationally. We all agree to that, right? We already talked about College Game Day. But here's what you don't know about the College Game Day. ESPN TV deal with SWAC, $120 million over 10 years. Now we're talking about one person doing this stuff and saying and saying this is what his calling was in 2 years, right? 120 to the HBCUs with the major sports network, probably the number one sports network, right? 125 games aired throughout the 2022 season. College game day, like you said, Kev. And then here we go. Put HBCUs on the map nationally. Establish HBCU Pro Day for pro teams to evaluate HBCU players.
Yeah.
So if that dude do all of that, in one, Jackson State ain't even a big HBCU. They a little small rinky-dink motherfucking joint. You know what I mean? We hear other stuff. You know what I mean? Alcorn State, all those other big Howard Universities, Hampton University, Grambling, you know what I'm saying? All those are like the major HBCU football schools or whatever. And he took a small joint in Jackson, Mississippi, poor dunk town, and made it formidable. My point is this.
What they make it?
I won't go say nothing. I won't go say nothing.
He made it formidable.
Okay.
Formidable.
All right.
What I'm gonna say is this. He's going to a Power 5 conference, taking one of the lowest teams in one of the Power 5 conferences. And I guarantee you, this dude is going to change the culture in a predominantly Caucasian state because the football team is predominantly African American, and he's going to put people on the map just the best way to know that. All the hate that I've heard is because he took a risk on himself and it didn't go to plan. But nobody's talking about those type of facts and glory that he did for that HBCU. So who's to say he can't do the same? He got a 5-star recruit to come to the HBCU, the number one cornerback prospect to come to an HBCU and ball out.
Is he going?
HBCU.
HBC.
Not HCBU.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
He was naming.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Holy Pentecostal Baptist Church. But what I'm saying,
is he going with him? I know he's bringing his son, but is
he's going.
They going, and so Colorado is hip. This is the third black coach that Colorado has hired. So salutes to them out of a Power 5 conference. And you mean to tell me you got primetime Deion there, who knows the game, who's really about? It's really about teaching men how to be men and teach them how to go to the next level. Like, look at what he did at HBCUs. He brought the most. I ain't gonna say that. How can I put this? He brought a female that was getting dragged through the media or called scandalous for what she did. He brought her to his team to put his team on game the way women think in a professional realm, or when you got some highlight behind it. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man.
He definitely thinking outside the box, and I think
life lessons.
Yeah, life lessons, and you know what I mean. I think it's good. I think I hesitate when I say like that's his main goal. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I think somebody like Deion, like his whole, obviously we don't know him personally, but like his whole prime time and all of that, like it's always been about me. You know what I'm saying? It's always been about him. So, but he's showing, you know what I mean, as a coach, you gotta salute him, you know what I mean, because he doing a hell of a job, and obviously it's looking like it's more, about more than just him, you know what I mean. But yeah, man, I seen that he hired 5 black coaches to his staff.
And what you think that? What you think that spell?
It seemed like they was all from HBCUs too, though.
But what is that spell, Chris? What is that spell? What is that spell? But there's one more word. That's change. Oh, I'm gonna tell you.
Yeah.
The big word I'm going for is opportunity, bro.
Yeah.
Opportunity.
What they said was the stat that I saw was because somebody looked up, like, because they was all assistants. I think one might have been a head coach, but assistants at H on average made $25,000 a season. Yeah. And on average at Colorado, assistants, I think they said they had like 10 assistants on staff, and they made, like, they split 3.5 million. You know what I'm saying? So obviously I guess they paid them all differently depending on, their position. But, if you average that out, I think it was like 350,000. So like they all making come ups, you know what I mean? And people ain't they ain't saluting that. Like, you know what I mean? But I think it's just our people, man. We love
I think our own people.
Yeah. I think people just in general, all people, they don't like change. You know what I'm saying? So anytime something change, people gonna be like, oh no, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna feel some type of way. But yeah, especially us, man. It seemed like we, like you said, we just love dogging our own people, man. Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know how we fix it, but
it's never gonna get fixed, man.
Yeah.
We're just a creature of habit. Like we can't just be happy for people. We could be happy, like, but at the same time they clapping. They over here, yeah. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I don't think it's ever gonna get better. But
I think it was a bad look. Like, did y'all see the videos of I don't know if one of y'all sent it, but like, I guess during a bowl game, like during the presentation, like he like come on, let's wrap this up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And somebody was saying, he didn't like thank Jackson State or nothing like that. You know what I mean? They made it seem like he just left them in the dark. But I was seeing some videos of they already got the replacement on deck. I can't think of his name right now.
I think they picked. I mean, he picked the replacement.
Yeah, it was a video of the replacement. Deion was there. I think it was 5 days before they played their bowl game, and he let them talk to the team. Deion there, but they was trying to make it seem like he just left without them even knowing. You know what I'm saying? And it was just like he left them in shambles. But hey, like you said, like he picked his replacement.
This is what I'm gonna say. Deion, he reminds me of Paul Silas. Not Paul Silas. Sorry.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, Paul Silas.
He just passed yesterday.
Yeah. He just passed. Yeah.
Whoa,
that's why I came to my head. George Thompson. George Thompson.
Yeah,
no.
Well, why?
No.
What's his name? Georgetown coach.
John Thompson.
John Thompson.
John Thompson. Talking about
John Thompson. Why? Because if it wasn't for John Thompson, would we know Allen Iverson?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
No, we would. No,
Yeah.
we wouldn't. No, we
Yeah.
wouldn't. We wouldn't.
Somebody
I see
would.
what you're saying.
Somebody would
No,
have picked
No, we
him.
would. Oh my
Somebody
God.
would have picked him up. Will but I get your point. I get your point.
Yeah.
But somebody would have picked his ass up.
Okay,
But I get your point.
Y'all
I
gonna
get
steal
your
my
point.
thunder. All I'm saying is this. All I'm saying is this. This dude took a risk, but he took a risk because he was led to take that risk by his own ambition and his own heart. And that's the part that we are forgetting. And he came, he accomplished, and now he's taking that risk to the next level. And that's what people are forgetting. And so by him going to a predominantly Caucasian state, but he was on a football team where there's predominantly African American, he gonna do what he gotta do, and we just gotta believe in this man and support him. I never grew up liking Deion. He played for all the teams I hated, right?
Yeah.
But I respect him as a man. I respect him as a leader, and I don't think he's done anything that I can go for to say that this dude is not real or authentic, like the black community or the white community is trying to say.
Yeah.
This dude has been mentored by TD Jakes. You know what I mean? This dude, he in his soul, he in his heart, and we should be propping him up and supporting him instead of nitpicking and trying to say what he did wrong, the wrong move, and all of that stuff. We should be supporting this dude.
My brother used to be his barber.
Yeah, that's
in Atlanta.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man.
Yeah.
So, we've grown up with this dude, and we've seen the maturity. It's prime time, blah blah blah, and this dude matured before our eyes in the spotlight and became a mother freaking man. And now is an older man trying to give us the juice.
Man, and then like, what was I gonna say? I lost it. But Kev, before we head out, I'm gonna need you to think of a sit your ass down trivia question for us.
Let's see.
But salute to Deion. You know,
Yeah.
I hope they, you know, I hope they do well. You know, prove the doubters wrong.
And I, you know, they hoping that he fails. So I hope Colorado give him time more than what they normally give a black coach, because you know black coaches, they got a shorter leash.
I don't think he's gonna need that much time, man. Y'all see all them people transferring, or at least going into the portal.
Yeah, a lot of cats are going into the portal, and then I saw, I think next year or this coming up year, some dude, I think he was like maybe top 5 in the country as a receiver. He decommitted from somewhere and he's going to Colorado now. I think his last name is Watkins. And then I just saw something else. I think he's a running back. Like Deion, they posing, you know. And so he's bringing in, you know, recruits like that, you know. And so, but you still gotta, you get the recruits, you know, but you still gotta play the game though.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And like Pac-12 it's not the SEC, but it's still a good quality conference.
Yeah. So. Do y'all know how the transfer portal work? Because I was reading like, say somebody played this year and they want to transfer, they got to sit out a whole year.
No.
You could just go. You can go straight.
Let's go. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That used to be it, but I think kind of done away with that now.
And that's what I was gonna say real quick. Like to what Will was saying about Deion. Like that's what you want as a college coach. Like you want somebody who is like, you know, not just name recognition, but Like that dude can motivate, and you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And imagine him being in your living room and you thinking about going there, and you know what I mean. He talking to your family, like you gonna choose him. You know what I'm saying? That dude's charisma, like he perfect for a college coach.
Yeah, he definitely got that get the gab.
Yeah, rooting man all day, all day. All right, what you got?
I really don't have one. You
I
can't
put
be
you on
putting
the
me on the
spot.
spot. Yeah. I got an easy one, but I had it on Facebook, so I don't want to use that.
He don't want to do it because he know I'm gonna get the shit. That's why.
Well,
Man,
you do one then, Will.
Man, this coming from a dude that just said George Thompson.
I said, hey, how you spell George? You spell it with a G or a J, right? Hey.
That's
Jorge. I was close. I was close.
Yeah, exactly.
I was close.
If you ain't got it, we can end it, but
well, unless Will got one.
All right.
You know how Will's be.
All right.
Who was
third? Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna give a name,
and he don't even know the answer sometimes.
I'm gonna give you a name. I'm gonna give you a name. Victor Page was a standout college back. You know what? Fuck Victor
Georgetown.
Page.
Georgetown. He was
no.
Yes. Okay.
Joe Forte.
North Carolina.
Yeah. Where is he from though?
Oh, look.
The DMV, of course. DMV, of course.
Say DMV. I could guess that one.
All right.
Who do T.Y. Hilton play for?
The Cowboys. Delonte West.
Yeah.
We already discussed that.
Yeah, we did that one. But
who was the coach though?
I can't think of his name.
What was the coach name?
I can't think.
What's college and what's the coach name? You know his running mate, right?
Yeah.
Who's his running mate?
Oh boy, from Orlando.
Yeah, Jameer Nelson.
Jameer Nelson. What college they go to?
St. Joseph.
Yeah.
All right, and who was the coach?
Like I said, I can't think of the coach. No, it's a white dude. I can't. I'm looking at him, but I just don't know his name. I'm looking. He's a heavyset guy.
No, he wasn't. That's Rick Majerus from Utah.
No, I'm not talking about Rick Majerus.
You talking about his name was Phil Martelli.
And he was kind of. I mean, he wasn't
heavyset.
He wasn't Rick Majerus, but he was heavy.
So who led Rick Majerus' teams?
Don't get me started, because that's
at the height. Who led Rick Majerus' team? Who was the point guard? Kevin?
Give me a damn second.
What team?
He's Utah, and like I said before, it's a touchy subject because he put my Carolina team out. When I want to say it was '98 when he put out Andre Miller, Keith Van Horn.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
How y'all just gonna bypass me throwing out Andre Miller now? Come on now, give me some credit.
That was good.
that was good. Keith Van Horn. I mean, no. Kerry Kittles went to where?
Come on now, it's easy.
Chris, where Kerry Kittles go?
Michigan State.
Oh my God.
Oh Lord.
Mateen Cleaves went to where, Chris?
Michigan State.
There you go. I had to give him an easy one, Kev.
All right, man. All right. It's been another episode of the ROK Boyz Presents podcast. Find us wherever you get your podcast, but right now just on YouTube. That's ROK Boyz with a Z Presents. Thanks for rocking with us.